Hola, soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. It's me, Vicky, again. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to look at 50 frases comunes, so 50 frases comunes en español. So 50 common phrases in Spanish that will help you, hopefully, in conversation, not only to listen to what people are saying to you, but that you can throw into your conversation. Sometimes you're just looking for that little phrase, that little answer. And anyway, we're going to look at 50 different expressions that hopefully you will find useful. Okay, so número uno, no pasa nada, no pasa nada. So when you say no pasa nada, it's very common. You hear it said a lot, and it just means no problem. Doesn't, yeah, no problem. That's basically it. That's whenever you want to say that to someone, no pasa nada. Doesn't matter. No problem. Okay, number two, similar but different. Dar igual, dar igual. So this one, you can use it a little bit sarcastically. Da igual. Forget it. It doesn't matter in that way. Or just, da igual, da igual. It really doesn't matter. So your tone of voice decides whether it's, more derogatory or not, if you like. So, da igual. Or, da igual, no te preocupes. Don't worry. That's another one we're going to have. So, dar igual it doesn't matter as well. So, no pasa nada, dar igual, similar. Then number three, número tres, no me importa. No me importa, that's, I don't care, really. So again, you can use it quite sort of sarcastically or derogatory. If somebody's done something and you're not happy, you go, no me importa, I don't care. Or it could be, I really don't mind, So again, it's the way, the inflection in your voice and the way you use the expression decides whether you're sort of using it in an angry way or just, no, genuinely, I don't mind. Just same as in English, really. Then número cuatro, ¿qué tal? Now, a lot of you might know the expression, well, not the expression, the sentence, ¿cómo estás? When you're asking somebody, how are they? But another common expression is ¿qué tal? I love this expression because you can use this for anything. So it's not only how are you, so if I say to you, ¿qué tal? It's like, how are you doing? Generally, it's not so much how are you, it's just how are things? How's everything going? How are you? It's a more global thing. But also you can use it to talk about other things. So if you've just been on holiday and I say to you, ¿qué tal las vacaciones? How were your holidays? But you don't have to change the ¿qué tal? It's not a verb, so there's no change. It's ¿qué tal las vacaciones? ¿Qué tal la familia? ¿Qué tal los perros? ¿Qué tal las clases? ¿Qué tal el trabajo? So that's why I like it so much. You don't have to change it in any way. It's just you just add on what you're asking about to the end, and it can be anything: singular, plural, masculine, feminine, whatever. And that's just so nice to not have to worry about conjugating or anything like that. So ¿qué tal is a very, very useful verb expression. Okay, número cinco, encantado, or if you're a woman, encantada. This is what you should say to someone when you're meeting them for the first time. It means pleased to meet you. If you're a man, you say encantado. If you're a woman, you say encantada. ¿Vale? Pleased to meet you. Number six, número seis, de nada. De nada. It literally means of nothing. But this is what we use in Spanish to say you're welcome. Now, you may have noticed if you live in Spain or if you're speaking Spanish or listening to Spanish often, you'll notice that they don't say please and thank you as much as we do. We're a bit sort of obsessed with it, aren't we? It's oh, yes, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, please. Thank you. That's why the Spanish people call British people los por favores, the pleases, because we're always saying please. In Spanish you just need one please at the start of a sentence, one thank you at the end. That's it, not all this constant please, thank you, etc. Because every time that you say thank you, they really have to say de nada, you're welcome. So they're constantly saying de nada to the British people because we say thank you so often. Now, I'm not saying they don't like it, because they do, they think we're polite, so that's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying sometimes British people think that Spanish people are rude, and they're not rude. That is their way of speaking. They don't use so much politeness in their language. Doesn't mean they're rude, it's just the way their language is. Okay, número 7. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. See you later. Okay. Again, handy, just something different to say from adios, hasta luego, see you later. Depending on which part of Spain you're in, sometimes they just say talo, talo, and you think, what the hell did they just say? But they're actually saying hasta luego. But of course, there is a difference between how we should speak in our language too. There is a difference between how we should speak and how we actually speak. So you might just hear luego even, or if they don't pronounce it correctly, it might just be lo or talo. Or if you're speaking to somebody who speaks good Spanish, hasta luego. Ok, número 8. Lo siento. I'm sorry. So, lo siento is how we say I'm sorry in Spanish. Now, literally, lo siento means I feel it. It, I feel. Lo is it, siento, I feel. So when you say to someone lo siento, what you're literally saying is I feel it. I feel it for you. So it's I'm sorry. Número 9, disculpa. This you would use for excuse me. Disculpa, if you're about to ask somebody something or you want to get past, you can use perdona también. But I like disculpa. Disculpa. Excuse me. Yeah? Número 10. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta is how much does it cost? So when you want to know a price, you can say cuánto es as well. ¿Cuánto cuesta? I like that one. I like the cuesta. That's a CU. We should have seen it pop up, hopefully, on the screen. Number 11. ¿Dónde está? Número 11. So, ¿dónde está? Where is? So then you just tag on to the end what ¿dónde está el mercadillo? ¿Dónde está el centro comercial? So, ¿dónde está is the where is. If you're saying where are, that's ¿dónde están? With an N. So, ¿dónde está? Where is. ¿Dónde están? Where are. Número 12. Number 12. ¿Pasa algo? So, if you're trying to find out what's going on, this would be the expression you would use. ¿Pasa algo? Is something happening or is something wrong? ¿Pasa algo? And then hopefully you understand when they tell you what is happening, if anything. Okay, número 13. Puedes. Again, very useful. Well, it's not an expression, this is a verb. Puedes, can you? So, ¿puedes abrir la ventana, por favor? Can you open the window, please? ¿Puedes decirme? Can you tell me? So, puedes is the can you, and then you just put on what can you, whatever you want them to do. Número 14. ¿Estás listo o lista? Now, got to be careful with listo or lista, because if you use it with the verb estar, I'm presuming you know that there are two, if you're watching this video, you know the two verbs ser and estar. On my channel, there are lots of videos explaining differences between ser and estar in the different tenses. So, you know, if you key in ser and estar in the search button, the videos will come up. So if you're not sure about ser and estar, it'd be a good idea to watch those videos. And this is a good example of why it matters sometimes. Estás listo, or lista for a woman, means are you ready? Because listo with the verb estar is to be ready. But if you use it with the verb ser, is to be intelligent. So if you say eres listo or lista, you're actually saying, are you intelligent? So it's a complete difference. You know, there's absolutely no similarity between those two. So, ¿estás listo? Are you ready? Not eres listo. Are you intelligent? Unless that's what you want to say. Okay, número 15. ¿Cuánto tiempo sin verte? Now, you can shorten this and just say cuánto tiempo. But the full expression, ¿cuánto tiempo sin verte? Oh my God, I've not seen you for ages. You know, that's what it means. But you can just say cuánto tiempo. Hey, Maria, cuánto tiempo. Wow, how long has it been since I've seen you? You know, so cuánto tiempo is easier, obviously, but to use the full expression is cuánto tiempo sin verte. Okay, número 16. Again, you can use the full expression buena suerte. You're wishing someone good luck, buena suerte. But to be honest, it's enough just to say suerte, suerte. Número 17. When you want someone to stop, well, it's worth remembering that stop also would be okay in Spanish. You can use stop. But alto, which actually means tall, if any of you know a bit of Spanish, you probably know that from when you've done descriptions. Alto means tall for a man, but it also means stop. Alto. So if the police shout to you alto, they're not saying, oh, you're tall. They're saying stop. Okay. Número 18. Something we quite often need to say to people. Feliz cumpleaños. Happy birthday. Yeah, so it's a handy little expression. Ah, feliz cumpleaños. Feliz is happy, cumpleaños is birthday. And of course, you can say Feliz Navidad as well, Happy Christmas, Feliz Año Nuevo, Happy New Year, etc. Vale, 19. Cuídate, cuídate. Now, I love this word, but it's quite tricky to say because it's got a lot of vowels in it. Any word in Spanish that has a lot of vowels is always a little bit tricky to say. So we've got cuidate, cuidate, but we have an accent over the I, so that's where our stress is. Cuidate, cuidate. Look after yourself. That's what you'd say when you're saying goodbye to someone. Cuídate. Yeah, look after yourself or be careful. Número 20, salud. And this is cheers. When you're having, I've got no carver today. All the excuses for having carver have finished now, so no carver for a while. But I can use my coffee. Salud. It's cold now, probably. Salud. Cheers. And then número 21 is what you say to like bon appetit, which is que aproveche. Que aproveche, like enjoy your meal. Bon appetit. Número 22, bien hecho. Well done. So when someone's done something, you want to praise them. Bien hecho. You can also use it for your steak. When you go to a restaurant, you want a well done steak. Bien. You normally do get a well done steak in Spain, really, but bien hecho would be well done. or poco hecho, yeah, rare, or medio hecho, so the hecho is done. Okay, numero 23. This is what you would say to someone who's not been feeling well. When you say, oh, hope you get better soon. It's que te mejores. Que te mejores. Get better soon. Okay, that's what it's not. It's literal translate. Its literal translation is that you improve, but this would translate to get well soon. So remember that these phrases, they don't translate literally normally. They all languages, we say things in different ways. Okay, so que te mejores, that's what you say to someone who's been poorly. Y número 24, ¿sabes? ¿Sabes? From the verb to know, and this, of course, you hear a lot because same in English, you say, oh, you know? And exactly the same in Spanish, they use sabes a lot. So, I don't know, hace frío, ¿sabes? It's cold, isn't it? Or it's cold, so it's just a throwaway expression. 25. A ver, a ver. A ver would translate to, let's see. Yeah, let's see. A ver. Número 26. Por supuesto is of course. Por supuesto. I like that one as well. I like most of it. I think the Spanish words, Spanish language is a very beautiful language. But anyway, por supuesto, of course. Número 27, de verdad. De verdad. So this is what you would say when you're saying to someone, really? De verdad. I can't believe it. It's an expression of surprise. Really? Okay, número 28. Entonces. Entonces means, it's got a few different meanings. So it can mean so. So when you're saying, it was raining, so I didn't go. Llovía, entonces no fui. Yeah, so it's that sort of so. Not so big, so small, just the reason why you didn't do something or did do something. And it can also mean then. So, fui al mercadillo, entonces fui a tomar un café. So, I went to the market and then we went to have a coffee, that sort of thing. So it's so or then. Número 29. Dios mío. So that is like, my God, my God. Dios mío. So of course, Dios is God and mío is mine. So it's literally God mine, rather than my God. But anyway, that's what they would use for when we would say Dios mío or just Dios. So yeah. Then we've got número 30, which is pues. Now, pues means, well, so it's a pause when you're pausing to think about something. So someone says, oh, I don't know, what do you think? ¿Qué piensas de Donald Trump? And you go, pues. So you might need to think about that for quite a while. Well, it's that sort of expression. Número 31 es necesito ayuda. So necesito is a very handy verb because it means, so necesito with the ending on for I need, necesito. So, and then ayuda is help. So if you need help, this is what you say, necesito ayuda. Número 32. No sé or no lo sé. You'll hear both of them for I don't know. No lo sé is I don't know it more. And no sé is just I don't know. So no sé, no sé, no lo sé. Número 33. Hopefully you won't need this much, but if you do need it, at least you'll know how to say it. No entiendo. No entiendo. I don't understand. Now you can use also no comprendo, but it's not so commonly used. The more common verb to be used for to know, to understand, sorry, is entender. No entiendo. Another useful verb that you can add on, numero 34, you just take the first part of the verb, quiero, I want, and then you just add on what it is you want. Yeah? Quiero café con leche o quiero un vaso, una copa de vino tinto, lo que sea. So, quiero, I want. Remember in Spanish when you're ordering things, you don't have to say, oh, could you please give me, or I would like. Quiero is enough. I want, because the language is not so polite. It doesn't mean it's not polite, but it's just the way they say things. So quiero, if they say to you, oh, ¿qué quieres? What do you want? And you say, oh, quiero café con leche. Okay, número 35. ¿Puedes repetir? Puedes repetir. Can you repeat? Very handy, because you know sometimes when you're talking to someone you just don't catch what they say, but please have the confidence to ask them to repeat it. Even when someone's speaking to you in English, you don't always understand what they say the first time, and you say, sorry, what was that? So puedes repetir. It's not rude. Just try and slow them down a little bit. Well, and actually número 36. ¿Puedes hablar más despacio? Can you speak more slowly? Por favor. It's always good to put por favor in. ¿Puedes hablar más despacio, por favor? Or puedes repetir, por favor? So these are important things, so that you don't just give up on speaking Spanish. Número 37. I love this expression. Hay tres gatos. Hay tres gatos is an expression that means, God, there's nobody here. Yeah, you can just say tres gatos. You know, so like if you go into a restaurant, a party somewhere where normally might be expecting a lot of people, you go, nobody here. Hay tres gatos, or just tres gatos is enough. Número 38 is tengo hambre. I'm hungry. So literally it's I have hunger, because in Spanish you don't use the verb to be with being hungry, or the next one, which is thirsty, you say I have hunger. Tengo hambre. Oh, tengo hambre. And then número 39, tengo sed. I'm thirsty, or I have thirst. Número 40, buen viaje. Have a good trip. Yeah, when someone's going off on holiday or going off on a trip somewhere. Adios, buen viaje. Have a good trip. Número 41, no te preocupes. So this is from the verb preocuparse, which is to worry. No te preocupes. Don't worry. Be happy. Número 42. Es una lástima. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame. Es una lástima. Or you can just say una lástima. Yeah. Número 43. Bienvenido. Most of you have seen this around, but bienvenido is, or bienvenida if you're talking to a woman, or bienvenidos if you're talking to more than one person. So it does take gender or number. But anyway, generally, bienvenido is welcome. Número 44 is a very common phrase that they use in Spanish. ¿Qué me cuentas? When you bump into someone and you're chatting, or you're just starting chatting, they say, hey, Vicky, ¿qué me cuentas? You know, what have you got to tell me? That's what it literally means. Or what's happening? Or tell me something about you. ¿Qué me cuentas? Número 45. ¿Qué es esto? What is this? That's always handy if you're in a restaurant, if you're in a tapas bar and you want to know what things are. ¿Qué es esto? What's this? Número 46. This is like when you're sick of something, fed up of something. Estoy hasta las narices. I'm up to my nose. In other words, I'm sick of it. Estoy hasta las narices en COVID. You know, we're all sick of COVID, aren't we? Hearing about it, reading about it, living through it. So, estoy hasta las narices con COVID, ¿vale? Número 47. Meter la pata. Pata is a paw. Meter is to put in. So it's put your paw in it. So we say in English, put your foot in it, don't we? When you put your foot in it and you say the wrong thing, in Spanish is like, so if you wanted to say, oh, I put my foot in it, you put it in the past tense. Metí la pata. I put my foot in it. Metí la pata. Número 48. Ser una gallina. This a gallina is a hen. So it is a chicken, but it's not just any chicken. Now, don't forget that chicken that you eat is pollo, but that is only dead chicken on your plate that you're eating. It's not a live chicken. A live chicken is a gallina. And ser una gallina is to be a chicken. Like we say, oh, you're a chicken when you're a coward or you won't do something because you're too scared. So it's exactly the same. Use the verb ser, ser una gallina. So I might say, soy una gallina. I'm a chicken con inyecciones or con aviones, or, you know, we're all a chicken in some things. And, you know, normally some of it, we're sort of what one person is a chicken with, somebody else is brave with, and vice versa. Okay, so ser una gallina, to be a chicken or to be a coward. 49. Tener memoria de pez. A memory like a fish, which, do we use that? Or is it drink like a fish, isn't it? We have a memory like a sieve, we normally say, don't we? Tener memoria de pez. To have a memory like a fish, to have no memory. Numero 50. I love this one as well. I like all of them, but anyway, yeah, there's a lot to choose from. So trying to choose 50, but they're all very common phrases. So it's nice to have these phrases. But número 50, ser un bombón. And that is to be eye candy, bonbon. Bonbon is a lovely little term of endearment as well. You know, well, I don't know if we're sort of allowed to say them these days, but if it, you know, someone would refer to you as a bonbon, that would be really nice. You know, you'd want, if you're a girl, though boys too can be bonbonnes. So, you know, it means attractive, basically. That's what it means, un bonbon, a chocolate. I just think it's quite sweet. So, and it can be for a man or a woman, but it's generally used for a woman. But okay, ser un bonbon. I wish I was un bonbon, but anyway, bueno. Okay, so I hope you found those phrases useful. They should have popped up on the screen as you went along, and I will put them in the description box. It is so nice to put in an expression like that because I know from experience when you sort of throw in an expression, there really is sort of like there's a surprise there. Don't expect it to come out with the expression. The same in English. If someone who's not actually a natural English speaker comes out with an expression, you think, oh, that's nice. So yeah, have a little practice of them. Try and throw them in into your conversations. Certainly, if you called someone a bonbon, man or woman, they'd be very happy with it. So it probably make their day. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And sí, te veo en el próximo video y que tu Dios vaya contigo. Adiós. Oh, this is my I'm trying a new way of ending the video and it didn't work, but I'll try it again. Adiós.